Hi, my name is Keisha Williams and welcome to SheaMoisture's virtual series. I work at Juju Hair Studio and we've teamed up with SheaMoisture to teach you guys how to maintain, prep, and keep your locks looking fresh and healthy. So stay tuned, there's gonna be a demo. You can find me on Instagram at Hair by Keisha Will. So I'm gonna show you guys a few products that will help maintain the healthiness of your locks and prep them for either relocking or that keep them looking fresh and healthy on the daily. We have here the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Shampoo, which has shea butter in it that helps your hair stay healthy, moisturize, and soft. Peppermint, which actually helps stimulate your scalp to help promote hair growth. And we also have Keratin, which is protein that helps just to strengthen your hair and promote more hair growth. We also have the Keratin Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Conditioner, and that's actually a leave-in conditioner, so you could put that in after the shampoo, and that just helps to keep your hair soft and moisturized. We have the Mask Strengthening Restore Mask Treatment, which also has the same products in it, the SheaMoisture, the Peppermint, and the Keratin. I actually really like this product and I have it at home because it's not only good for locks, it's good for any type of hair, really mainly focusing on the 3 and 4 hair types. But I'm a type of person that usually colors my hair a lot, so it really helps with my breakage and to help me maintain the color. So for you guys at home with locks that are trying to figure out which Shea product works best for you, go to findyourshea.ca for all of your lock needs. So today I'm gonna demonstrate on my model on how to achieve a simple, sleek ballerina bun with her locks. As you can see, her dreads are now touching her shoulder, which is perfect to achieve a sleek bun look. So what we're gonna do is just grab up the front to start, and you want to make sure that you grab all the locks individually so that you have none of them pulling too tight or too loose. They're just in the bun equally. And I like to start in the front first because that's what people see the most. If you have some pieces that are shorter than the rest, which you will, all you need to do is really try to get them in the bun as tight as possible, and then you use some bobby pins to hold up the rest. So with shoulder length hair, sometimes the back gets a little bit difficult if it is a bit shorter. So it just depends on how high you want that bun. We're gonna try to achieve a centered bun. And you get as much as you can in the palm of your hands. The rest in the back you can leave out if it doesn't fit in the bun, and I'm gonna show you guys how to tuck it in after. So what you want to do, I love using these elastics. These are made of nylon. They don't break the hair, they grab everything, and they have enough stretch so that the actual elastic itself does not break. So like I said, if you have pieces that are gonna fall out while you're tucking everything in and putting it in the bun, you could just use bobby pins to clip up the rest. Is that tight enough for you?
That's good.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is take a few in the back. And what you can do to hold it tighter together, if there's a lot dropping down in the back, you can do a quick little braid so that you keep all of them together. Hold it up in the back, take a bobby pin, you could just clip it. So braiding it helps everything stick together and you actually use less bobby pins. Instead of trying to stick up 10 individual locks by themselves, braiding them together just makes 3. And you get everything up together at the same time. So right now, this is cute. This is just a little bun going on here, and she has all her locks just nicely spread even. But what we really want to achieve with this bun is the ballerina bun. So what we're gonna do is pull on the locks that are a little bit shorter to make sure that they're at full length, so we can get that nice fold up at the top. Once you're sure that everything's pulled out and even, and as long as you can get it, what you're gonna do is take some of the dreads and do a nice little twist fold underneath. You're gonna take your bobby pin, and you're gonna stick it towards the center of the bun. And then you just keep doing that all the way around. And how many folds you do towards the center of the head just depends on how long her locks are. We're doing probably 1 fold, 1.5 at most, because she is only at shoulder length. If you get some pieces that stick out like this, all you have to do is open up the fold and tuck it in. If they're a little bit stubborn and too long, you can just use an extra bobby pin to tuck it in as well. Now that you've established just the base of the bun, you're gonna go around and just make sure everything is tucked in. Make sure the elastic as well is hidden. And so the size of the bun does depend on how long the locks are. So if her locks were a little bit longer, I'd be able to stretch out the bun a little bit more. I'd probably be able to make even 2 buns or 2 buns at the side. But today we're just going for the 1 sleek bun because the length is a little bit less to work with. So there we have it. Nice, sleek, ballerina lock bun. So I have my model here today with some nice, long, beautiful locks, but a lot of regrowth. So what I'm gonna show you guys at home is how to do 2 different types of retwisting methods, interlocking methods. The first one is the interlocking method with the crochet needle, where you pull through the hair. And the next one is going to be the palm roll. 2 very good products that I'm gonna show you guys how to use and demonstrate on the hair to help with this relocking method is the Souffle and the Smoothie. Just gonna mix a bit on the top of my hand. I'm not gonna put too much, I'm just gonna use as I go. This is the Smoothie, and here's a little bit of the Souffle. I like to mix just a little bit of the Souffle and more of the Smoothie because the Smoothie is a bit of a thicker consistency that'll help really lock in the hair. So once I've done that, part a little bit. You wanna make sure that you get all the hair out that you don't need and really separate the locks. He has a lot of regrowth going on here, and his actual hair texture is pretty soft, so it makes it easy to part the hair. Once you've gone in and you've parted the hair, just lock everything off with a clip. Put a little bit of that mixture that's on your hand through the top of the hair. Something that I like to do before I even start the locking method, if you have extra hair this long and it's not connected with the actual lock, I like to actually twist it around, or something that'll really lock it in is braid it in, but leave about an inch and a half to the top where you could actually pull through the hair. Okay, so just go ahead and braid it till you get to the end. And then when everything is attached, now that you have it attached, take your crochet needle, open it, go from the bottom up, and you want to go in the direction that the lock is actually falling in. Now that the crochet needle is through the middle and up the top, take the end, lock it in the top, close the needle, and pull through. Take the needle off, just pull it through. Depending on how much regrowth your model has, you have at home, that defines how many times you actually have to pull it through. So I'm gonna estimate that I probably have to do this about 4 times. I've already done it once. Let's see what 3 more times will give us. If it needs another go, then you just go ahead and do that. And as you can see, every time I do it, it gets a little bit tighter and a little bit neater. Your goal is to make sure that everything is swept up in there neatly. That was the 3rd time. I think we can get maybe 1 more in there. There we go. And as you can see, everything is pulled up from the sides all the way to the root. What you're gonna do when you finish that part of the interlocking, you're gonna take a little bit of the product that's still on your hand and you're gonna put it where you see a little bit of frizz or a little bit of the hair coming out again. And you're gonna take your palm and slowly move it into this direction. And what happens is that everything just with the product just gets nicely placed back into the lock. And you can move all the way down to the mid shaft of the hair, all the way down to the ends, wherever necessary. Again, the method is pushing through the middle, going up, attaching the end, closing the needle, pulling through, letting go, pulling all the way down. And just keep repeating that until the lock tightens. Okay, so this one is another example of where there is just a whole bunch of extra hair that's really not attached to the lock at all. So we're again gonna braid that, leaving about an inch and a half from the root, coming all the way down until the extra hair is all the way braided in. And then we're gonna start our interlocking method again. And for those of you at home who has hair texture that's maybe a little bit more dense or a little bit more coarse, something that's gonna help detangle and help you part the hair is using the leave-in conditioner. Spray it in, let it sit for a little bit, and then you can really tackle the parting. Some of you may have dreads that are a little bit stubborn, locks that don't want to come through. Don't be afraid to tug and pull on them, because that'll give you really good results if you're able to get it all the way through. And there you have it. The retwist, the re-interlocking method with the interlocking method, and the palm roll. Thank you for tuning into this episode where I taught you guys how to maintain and freshly style your locks. I'm Keisha Williams. I work for Juju Hair Studio, and you can find me on Instagram at Hair by Keisha Will.